Welcome into DRF Daily, DRF Sportsbooks betting live stream coming at you every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We have an awesome slate of college football games, and by awesome, I mean only for the degenerates who absolutely love terrible football. Florida State Louisville is our featured free game of the day, an ACC showdown that isn't going to live up to the billing, and Air Force at Wyoming, an absolute dumpster fire of a game that is bound to have some crazy things happen and give us a lot of talking points as we head into tomorrow's full slate of college football action. But man, am I excited for the two games tonight. It might be because I'm still running off of the high from last night. We went 4-1 on our best bets, folks. We hit Chargers +4. I said it was going to be a 3-point game. Guess what? It was a 3-point game. We were all over Patrick Mahomes under 297 passing yards, and he hit that. We were all over Justin Herbert over 278 yards, and he hit that. And we were all over the under 54 points, folks, and that hit. The only thing that didn't hit was Clyde Edwards-Helaire scoring a touchdown, but I can't be too upset about that one because anytime touchdown scoring props are a big jamble of a mess. I don't even know why I handed that one out. If we went 4-0 and we could have had a perfect parlay with a lot of odds there and we could have won a lot of money, but instead we went 4-1. Still a fantastic day. We're sitting pretty with our football records. We're sitting pretty with our overall record. We're looking good, and we're going to dive into some awesome action here today. I think we got two winners. We're only handing out two picks tonight, but one of them is a Gold Star best bet, and the other one, we are fading a Gold Star best bet. So stick around to check that out as we break down today's slate of games. Before we dive into that, as always, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We're at DRF Sportsbook. You see it scrolling across the bottom down there. Follow DRF Sportsbook on social. We have exclusive sports betting data, trends, line movements, lines itself. If you're in Iowa, check us out, DRF Sportsbook as well. We're the only local sportsbook in Iowa. We're live only in Iowa. So we take all of the data we see and we make we make boosts, promos, specials based off of what you all, the bettors, are doing. We're the only sportsbook that does that. So keep it locked with DRF Sportsbook if you're in Iowa. And if you're not in Iowa, we have DRF Cash Grab for you. Free way to make real money. Just predict sports and it'll come out. If you win, you'll win some cash, some cold, hard cash. And check out DRF Sports Pro, drf.com/sports. All of our betting data is there. Industry-leading betting trends, line movements, everything like that. And you can keep up to date with everything that's happening with daily racing form, with DRF Sports at DRF Sportsbook. We'll keep it locked. Well, housekeeping out of the way, guys, it's time to break down the fantastic game we have on the slate. Florida State at Louisville. I know we've all been really excited about this game ever since last week. Look, FSU comes into this one -2.5. The total is set at 57. The Seminoles are -140 on the money line to win tonight, and Louisville has had an interesting season. They looked terrible against Syracuse, and then they were, I believe, 5-point dogs against UCF, I think last Friday, and they ended up winning that game outright and looked pretty solid while doing it. Florida State, on the other hand, 2-0 this season, but one of those wins was against Duquesne in week 1. And then they played at LSU, trying to figure out the math there real quick. But they played Duquesne on August 27th. They played LSU on September 4th, beat LSU by 1 point after being a 4-point dog. Louisville, on the other hand, beat UCF by 6 points after being a 5.5-point dog. That was Louisville's first win in its last 4 games and its first cover in its last 4 games. Louisville had been on a little bit of a slide there, but they got back into the win column there against UCF, and now they look to continue that here tonight against Florida State. Louisville's 4-1 over the last 5 seasons against Florida State, and they're looking good. Louisville won back last time they played in Louisville. Louisville came out with the win. That was in 2020. So things are looking up for the Cardinals, and that's why I'm all over Louisville at +2.5. Our power line likes Louisville at -6. I can't really complain with that. They have the better quarterback. Not sure if they necessarily have the better coach, but FSU, I'm not here to declare they're back by any means, and I think Louisville and FSU are really talented, both pretty similar in terms of talent on the field. And FSU getting 2.5 points on the road in Louisville. I'm liking Louisville plus 2.5. I'm going to go with our power line there. Estimate number 2 thinks it's a tie. Estimate number 1 thinks Louisville loses by 2. And if Louisville's losing by 2 points, that means they cover, folks. So I have faith in Malik Cunningham. I think he'll do good things. The only thing that gives me a slight bit of worry is Mike Norvell is 10-5 against the spread as a road favorite in his career. But on the flip side, Scott Satterfield, the head coach of Louisville, is 10-4 against the spread in home September games. And if you check the date, it is September 16th. So this does qualify as a home September game. So Louisville tends to have a lot of solid play early on in the season, probably because they're playing a cupcake schedule or not necessarily the hardest opponents, but FSU comes down for Louisville's second ACC clash of the day. And I also want to fade the public. I did that last night when I faded the public when they were all over the Chiefs. They were all over the over as well. 89% of the public is on the Seminoles to win tonight. Only 11% is on Louisville. Florida State started -1.5. That's crept up to -2.5. I really like Louisville at plus 2.5. I think we're overvaluing that terrible loss in week 1 against Syracuse, and we're not valuing the win against UCF last week enough. So in that case, I think this line's a little wonky, and I think Louisville plus 2.5 with Malik Cunningham, with Scott Satterfield's solid track record early on in the season, give me the Cardinals to win this game, and I'm feeling really good about that one. I like them to win outright too. At plus 120, that's not going to be my best bet because I think this is going to be a close game. These are two really talented programs in the ACC, and I think they'll be able to keep it close with each other. So give me Louisville plus 2.5. I might sprinkle a little bit on the money line, but the best bet is plus 2.5.